In our first shot of how good Steve is at hockey, we see him in the middle of play, drop to his knees, and do a 360 spinorama before getting up and scoring a goal, and then getting leveled onto the ice by his own teammates.
No time to sell in Junior B, they say.
Ice is ready, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast, brought to you by BetMGM. I am your host, Dan Powers, and with me, a man who threw up once from drinking too much, then proceeded to eat so much salsa that he gave himself a chemical burn on the roof of his mouth. Chris Powers.
Billy, oh, I thought that was you.
I also thought that was me.
Yeah.
Dude,
as always.
We have so much in common.
And then also joining us, he may try to remove all of his tattoos, but he can never remove the bad decisions that brought him to this very moment.
Wow.
Billy Langdon.
Oh, man. Really personal. I hope my mom's not watching. She doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
That you're removing them?
Yeah.
Or that you have tattoos? Have you been wearing a skin suit every time you've been with your mother since you were age 14?
Or a little earlier.
Yeah.
It's the same one. They're so fucking expensive. Yeah. So it's just really, I can barely
Impossible to clean, too.
I'm 400 pounds.
Yeah.
This thing just seals it all in.
Yeah. You're wearing a full body Spanx.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I fucking hate what Kim K did. She took my idea.
Yeah, dude,
And
truly.
she's a billionaire now.
Yeah.
And here I am.
It could have been
on
one of
your
the two
podcast.
of you. Yeah. It could be Kim K sitting with us right now.
Yeah,
But
right.
unfortunately for us, it's you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for me, I'm here as well.
That's what I
could be. If I could trade places with
It's a
her right
lose-lose.
now.
Let it be clear, no one wants to be here.
No.
We all want to be where Kim K is.
Because we just spent the night watching the worst movie
Guys.
ever created.
First time ever in these Empty Netters hockey movie reviews that we, because you hadn't seen it, right?
No, sir.
That we hadn't seen it too. Usually we watch it with people who have never seen the movie.
Yeah.
This is the first time all three of us went in cold.
That's why I picked it, because he was like, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So I figured we might as well experience
Very
it
cool.
together.
To the listeners, we are back with another movie review. We are reviewing Most Valuable Primate, MVP. And we actually wanted to do Youngblood, but apparently Youngblood is impossible to find on streaming.
Thank you. We need to apologize for the end of the Tuesday episode.
Yes.
Because we're like, see you Thursday when we get into Youngblood. We did not know at the time you cannot watch Youngblood.
Unless you own it on Blu-ray and somehow still own a Blu-ray player,
Yeah.
you cannot watch it.
And I assume that's a better movie. Insane to believe that easy to access Most Valuable Primate, impossible to find an actually good movie. How?
How? What is the point of Amazon?
I don't know.
The one win we have of this experience was that it was free on Amazon Prime.
Yes, Dan.
If we had paid US dollars for that experience, I would be enraged right now.
Imagine the balls on somebody to think, oh, yeah, a person out there is going going to pay for this.
Yeah. It
$9.99.
would have been really funny if
Yeah.
it was like 99 cents.
Yeah.
There's
Even
like-
that, I'd be like, Christ.
Be insane.
Anything over zero
Yep.
is a
It's a
big
problem.
ask.
It's a real problem.
So, again, we have viewed MVP, Most Valuable Primate. We're going to get into this movie. I'm going to drive us through the plot. We will react and respond to everything we saw. Before we do that, let's all take a quick moment to say what we think this film was actually about. Would you like to start?
I think we probably have the same takeaway.
Yeah.
Dan and I.
Yeah, you two watched together.
We watched it together.
We did.
And I think that was important, because when you watch something that insane, to sit there alone with no one to reflect with is,
Which is what I
a
was
form
doing.
of
Yeah.
torture, which is what you did. Chris texted us during the movie and we just ghosted him.
yeah, that's true.
And we also, at the end of it, we sat there and said exactly that. We were like, I can't believe Chris just watched that alone.
Yeah.
Like, he just experienced that by himself. Insanity.
Dude, not to give away my sonk moment, but at one point I laughed at Sandra, who was not in the room, but she was like, she knew what I was doing, pokes her head into the living room and goes, did you just laugh at that movie? And I was like, yeah.
I laughed a couple times.
Something funny.
I laughed a couple times.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
Billy, what do you think that movie was about?
Monkey playing hockey.
I'm going to jump right on board. I'm going to jump in. I believe there was an attempt at some sort of allegory about being handicapped that was completely dwarfed by the fact that the only takeaway from that film is that a chimpanzee plays hockey.
I believe that movie is, the message of that movie is getting into the spotlight is all that matters, even if it means adopting a monkey, convincing your brother to fall in love with it, and then talking him into saving it so you can take his place and be the hero.
Wow.
I think it's about long cons.
Interesting.
And
Interesting.
a mastermind plan.
I think it's about a mastermind plan to get the spotlight.
but because it's just the spotlight. Because to be clear, she's never going to play on that team.
Ever.
Correct? Ever.
Ever again.
She got
Ever,
one
ever, ever.
sliding shot. She wasn't even on her skates. She slid on her stomach.
They could have hired a SEAL.
Yeah.
They didn't need her.
No.
In fact, they should have got a SEAL. He
Gentlemen,
would have slid
A
better.
wet, slimy seal.
Gentlemen, as we begin to enter the plot of this film,
Yes, Dan.
it opens with a title card that says Airbud Studios or like
yeah.
Airbud Productions.
I was
Yeah.
not appalled. I was like shocked by that. I was like, oh wow.
So I teased this before we started recording, and before we get into the plot, I am going to tell you this. Up until the year 2022 of our Lord, the director of this film, a man, Robert Vince,
Oh yeah. I haven't heard this yet. This is gonna be funny.
has continued to direct live-action animal-based film and television projects. MVP Most Valuable Primate, which we just watched, was his first directing credit of his career.
The debut.
He did, however, produce Airbud.
Okay.
He since has directed, I'm going to do this as fast as humanly possible, MVP2, Most Vertical Primate, Airbud, 7th Inning Fetch, MXP, Most Extreme Primate, Chestnut, Hero of Central Park, Spymate, Air Buddies, Snow Buddies, Space Buddies, Santa Buddies, The Secret for Santa Paws, Spooky Buddies, Treasure Buddies, Santa Paws 2, The Santa Pups, Super Buddies, Russell Madness, Monkey Up, Pupstar, Better Together, Pupstar World Tour, Pupstars Christmas, Pup Academy, Russell Maniac, Scaredy Cats, Super Pups with a Z, and Phantom Pups. This man has been on a
I have a knot in my stomach.
this man has been on a 22-year reign of making live-action animal-based content.
Dude, he must be rich as fuck too.
You think so?
Yeah,
He might be.
I bet he's rich
Why?
as fuck.
Like, you think these movies are making him a ton of money?
I think that these things
many
probably
credits was that?
cost $50,000 to produce,
Yeah.
and they are probably streaming millions and millions of times to brain-dead children across America.
I just like. Do you think he was maybe a zookeeper before all this?
Oh,
like, is
great
he
take,
qualified? Is he like overly qualified to be dealing with these animals? Because like, could you imagine directing? I mean, very capable monkey, but could you imagine trying to get a monkey to do
I
things?
can't work with this.
Like, if that's not something you want to do, that is a director's nightmare. And the only explanation is that he was literally Hitler in a past life to come back and be forced to do this.
It's genuinely remarkable stuff, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it's Puppy Star Christmas or Santa Pups.
When did he know, Dan?
Santa
when was
Paws.
he like, I'm not getting out.
If you-
like, he did a few, and he was like, I'm gonna get the next born, and then it was.
If you go to this man's, I'm trying to see what this one is. If you go to his IMDb page, a trailer begins playing of a Santa-based dog film brought to you by Disney.
Okay.
The Mouse House.
Big money, that's what I'm saying.
And in the trailer, it goes, hold on, let me get to this part. It gives you a swooping crescendo of from the creator of Santa Buddies to get you really fired
Thank
up.
God.
To
He's
get
back.
you really fired up. And I believe this trailer is for, Santa Paws. The Search for Santa Paws.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I'll tell you what, brother, I think he must have just produced this one, but the CGI in this, it looks better than some of the most recent Marvel projects.
Come
so,
on.
I don't know. It's
Telling you,
It's
dude.
good. It's high quality.
I think Chris is right. I think this guy's a multi-millionaire.
Me too. Me too.
You know what?
Suck it, dude.
You know what? Good. I'm glad because like nobody else wants to do what
Yeah,
he's
you're
doing.
right. You're right, dude. You're right.
We were
Like,
talking
pay him.
earlier about
They're like,
us
hey,
selling
go
out.
find another
Yeah.
director.
Yeah,
Pay
we were
him.
talking
Pay
about
that
earlier us selling out this guy. This is the definition of a man
Pay that
selling
man.
his soul.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if I blame him.
I feel like they actually at one point maybe did convince him early on,
Yeah.
like he's got the next born.
Yeah.
And like he's getting ideas. The studio that makes these with him, Airbud, found out he was going a different direction, and they set this whole thing up to come to a meeting, and they get to casting, and they go, "Here's your options,"
Yeah.
and it's like 6 farm animals. It's like, which one do you want to play?
He's-
Jason Bourne.
Literally
This is
like a
all-
child looking at one of those talk boxes that has the various animals. It's
Yeah.
like, which movie would you like to make? What are we doing this time?
My God.
Dan and I actually were theorizing about this last night, specifically with the Air Bud movies, because he was listing off the names.
Yeah.
And it feels like they sat down and 50 people pitched every possible like play on words for an animal sports film. And then once they had them all, went, okay, which one do we start with? And they made because we're making all of them.
That's so funny.
It's
Perfect.
remarkable.
Let's do all of them.
I mean, I can't.
Is that it? That's all we have? Like,
There's got to be more.
I can't believe the things that he is continuing to work on. It's
I
remarkable.
wonder what he'll do next.
same.
We should make it to a premiere of the next one.
I would love nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he finds this and asks us to be his guests of honor.
He should come on the pod if possible.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough money in the world to pay him. The guy's clearly a billionaire.
Yes.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And after what we are about to do to this movie, I don't think
No.
he'll be coming on the podcast.
Okay, let's get into MVP.
Yeah.
Movie starts. We have a chimpanzee who wakes up in a bed, dressed in pajamas, itching his butt like a human.
Can I say something about the opening?
Of course you can.
50 seconds in, there's an incredible fathead collection of hockey players. It's like Gretzky, Patrick Waugh. I think there was a Yashin. I was like, wow, like someone just like Googled, like hockey players. And I wrote in the notes, I love a high school room in movies. Like there's always like the most insane posters and everything, all the pieces of flair. And again, I didn't know, I knew that there was a chimp in the movie. But my next note is, oh my God, it's a chimp already. Like I thought this was like, here's the kid we will follow in this movie, and I can't wait to meet the chimp.
We're instantly introduced to the chimp.
That is literally what I was about to say is verbatim, oh my God, they're actually doing this.
Yeah. So we see him shower, brush his teeth. Then he sits down for breakfast, and almost like a clip away from Home Improvement, a man like sticks his head through the window, starts giggling at him, and then is like, "Hi, Jack." And we are maybe 90 seconds into this film, and we get our first dose of what in the world is happening here.
Yep.
Does this man have Down syndrome?
Literally.
It's a question.
Like
I actually would, I think more than anything, I want to know what was written on the page as his character description. Like, did he interpret it perfectly or did he take it in his own direction?
I've never needed more answers to that question. I believe Darren.
he could, right? The guy could. Like maybe that actor.
He that was his
has
idea.
an issue. Or I'm saying maybe that guy.
I don't think
Maybe
he
they cast
does.
a guy.
His name is Russell Ferrier, and he is an actor who's like working.
He's still working?
He studied communications at Toronto's Seneca College.
Steady working.
I don't know, man.
Steady working.
I'm going to go ahead and say that there actually is supposed to be something wrong with that character.
I don't know, dude. We'll get into it. The more we see Darren, maintenance Darren, the more we'll get into it. I don't know. I don't know. So, turns out Jack's part of a display at a college.
Yeah.
And we see students come in. Quick cutaway to a couple of kids.
About that
please.
display?
Please.
Because we start with the, oh my God, it's
a joke.
It's already a monkey somehow. And you watch him go about his day. And then they pull back that curtain after the weird morning. Because you're looking at it as where does this monkey live?
Yeah.
It's a weird, he's
Sick
downstairs
setup.
in his kitchen, but it's also an alleyway.
Yeah.
And they pull the curtain back and they show you the class. And for 1 second, you go, oh, it's an experiment. And then you look at it for the second and you think, hold on. We're just supposed to buy that this is the class, watching a monkey in this experiment? This is a whole class.
Who fed himself? Who fed himself off camera? Wouldn't that have been interesting for them to see? He's not even doing it.
He did the whole thing.
He
and
takes
then
a shower, wraps a towel around himself, and brushes his teeth, and that wasn't apparently impressive enough to display.
That was not part of it. So that I just found that really funny that they give us that and expect the audience to go, oh, that's what he's doing there.
Yeah. So we quickly cut away from that to see a bunch of kids skating on a pond. That's it.
We theme throughout the movie, by the way.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Please. Quick cut away. Quick cut back. We now have a professor on stage with Jack, and he goes, "You have 10 bananas. I take 6 away. How many do you have?" Jack holds up 3 fingers, laughs, holds up 4. Class dismissed because our professor starts sweating, similar to Mystery Alaska. Early signs of poor health from a human here. He goes, "Dude, how are people supposed to know you're a genius if you joke around like that?" Quick cut back to the girl from the pond scene being in school, and she has no friends. Quick cut back to the doctor on the phone with someone from Simeon, whatever this
Yeah.
place is, wants to bring Jack home. Guys, I can't stress this enough. All of that was a grand total of 120 seconds.
Yes, dude. It was great.
Billy and
2
I
minutes.
got about 30 minutes into this movie, and I was like, we must be on scene 76 right now.
literally.
Dude, every scene in this film is 30 seconds long. And I'm not talking cuts in the same scene. It is literally scene, speed through whatever's happening, a new scene. Speed through whatever, barely any dialogue.
Nothing, because half the scene's like, oh my, maybe we'll wait till we get to this sequence, because there's
Yeah.
one we were talking about where he's on the train. Should we just
Oh yeah,
wait?
wait.
Yeah. Truly insane. Then for us, at least, we get to our first, oh my gosh, maybe there's something here in this movie. We see the girl from the pond who now has no friends in school, shows up at home. Her mother asks, her name's Tara, asks her how her day was, signs to her.
Boom.
Tara's deaf.
Boom.
I audibly went, oh my God, Tara's deaf.
Yeah.
And Billy and I were like, okay, I'm seeing it. This is how we saw Jack, the chimpanzee signing. Maybe that's going to be a thread here. It's not.
On that, real quick, when she gets, because you're talking about when she gets home, right? And she's really sad.
Yes.
The birthday debacle. I was just thinking back on it because I wrote, oh shit, she's deaf. I didn't realize. And I'm now pissed at the birthday girl because she's going, everyone's invited. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, this is not Tara's first day, I assume.
Yeah.
You know that there's a deaf girl in the class.
That
you
phrase
might
is
need to go
not.
out of your way and hand her an invite, dude. Like that is fucking
That,
devastating.
Chris, is a great point because we actually don't know anything about the, what is their name? Like Waterhouse, West House?
yeah.
That
Something.
family?
Steve and
Westover?
Tara. Westover.
Right?
The
Yeah.
Westover family clearly lost through multiple studio notes. There was backstory on the Westover family and why they're now in Western Canada.
Yep.
That they just
thank
went,
you.
forget it. We don't, no one needs to know.
Doesn't matter. They're there.
No one needs to know why they're here.
And when? Like, what?
Because I actually believe that was probably meant to be Tara's first day at school.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
maybe, yeah, but they don't tell us that.
Doesn't matter because they're there now.
They're there now.
I also want to say this. Movie came out in 2004 or like early
think 2000.
2000, even better. The second I saw a deaf girl in there, I go, not an actual deaf girl.
Oh, dude, same. So funny you say that,
Don't
bro.
even have to look it up.
So funny you say that. I was like, wow, this is back when they didn't care. When we just cast anybody.
It's
in
just
that.
like anybody, honestly, most likely able-bodied.
She does the best deaf voice I've ever heard in my life. It's remarkable.
so good.
So we get that scene. She's crying. Steve, good brothers, like she didn't get invited to the party. Tara's mom, legend. She's like, everything's going to be okay. People are going to love you, I promise. 30 seconds later, Jack and maintenance Darren, they're having a quick cleanup of the entire school. Like in as you called out, Billy, indentured servitude,
Dude,
like
he's
you
working
read
the
about.
night shift. He is a
The guy is a literal animal in a cage on display for the humor of students.
He's a lab rat.
And exactly. And then he cleans the entire school.
He's a lab rat by day, and the second the students leave, they go get to work.
Dude, you literal slave animal. Go to work. Clean up the whole university. And we're supposed to sit there and go, what a great relationship him and maintenance Darren have.
It's like cute clean him. It's like he's not stopped working.
He then plays checkers with Darren, eats his marshmallow, they go to bed.
Got him.
Darren, also, Darren kisses Jack one too many times. Good night.
He's a nice father figure, I actually thought. Like when they were playing checkers and like
liked
reading
it.
story, when he started reading to him, I was like, good night, gorilla. Are you kidding me, dude? We're into good night, gorilla. This guy. I put, this could not possibly be in Darren's job description. Like,
Oh no,
No.
no
He's
way.
taking huge
Also,
liberties.
Why the decision to not make that good night chimpanzee?
And gorilla specifically.
Yeah.
It was clear. It
must be a
was
real
like
book.
good night cow, good night. Yeah, maybe. But I mean,
Good
fucking
night, gorilla. Kind of like the alliteration, maybe.
the alliteration. Yeah, because
Rolls.
Yeah, it's a real book. It's a real book.
Okay,
Like, it must
fair,
be.
fair. So after the way too many kisses, goodnight, way too many, we see Steve going out to try out for Junior B hockey, and it is a fucking madhouse. I mean, this is...
I did write Junior B. That practice is spot on. Like, these kids have flamed out of Junior A, and they call it the jungle, Junior B.
Oh, really?
Like, when I walked in, it was 5 brawls. I was like, well, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, is that actually what it's like?
Yeah.
not
It's just
that
a lot.
bad.
It's not that bad of hockey.
Okay.
I mean, these kids they can't even skate. It's certainly better than that, but it is a madhouse Junior
Yeah,
B.
it's a tough league.
So
Yeah,
Put it
okay.
that way,
we meet some of the guys, including Ryan Northcutt. Stevie
bro.
Weeks is just in this movie.
I was like, if that's Stevie, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Incredible. You wouldn't. This is from the Mystery Alaska episode.
Right. Okay.
So
That's
the
incredible.
actor who plays Stevie Weeks, and by the way, Mystery Alaska came out in 1999. This comes out in 2000. Like, he followed up.
He's mystery. Stevie Weeks. Who does he play? Like,
His name's like Scoops or something,
like
but he's
Schwartz or something.
uncredited. He's all the way at the bottom of the cast list.
that's insane. I'm like, that's Stevie Weeks.
I wonder if he
sir.
asked to be out of it. Like,
Yeah.
Mystery Alaska came out and he was like, "Do not credit me in this movie." I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if that
I
happened.
don't
want
doubt
the
it.
money.
I don't doubt it.
So we get a clip of Steve playing.
Yeah.
And we have talked a lot, Billy, in some of these breakdowns about how they depict hockey. Mystery Alaska, good. The hockey looks solid. Mighty Ducks, oftentimes quite bad.
Yeah.
We, in our first, again, 30-second scene max, in our first shot of how good Steve is at hockey, we see him in the middle of play, drop to his knees, and do a 360 spinorama before getting up and scoring a goal, and then getting leveled onto the ice by his own teammates.
No time to sell in Junior B. They say,
No.
dude, the knee spin. I wrote Steve knee spin, dude. Like, you got to be kidding me. That's how you wow the team, though. I'll tell you that much. I've never seen that move my whole life.
Yeah.
I think there's something we were talking about last night of a 360.
Yeah.
Just being a universal to anybody who doesn't know the sport. This guy's got a good grasp on things.
Yeah.
This guy must be the real deal.
Yeah, he just
No
did a
question.
360
That's actually such a good
freestyle.
point. In anything, in any
Oh, yeah.
sport, any activity, if someone does a 360, I'm like,
Yeah,
Or flip.
Like I said,
If
yeah,
we were
or flip,
really going
or
for
flip,
it,
or flip.
a flip happens.
of
somewhere.
course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dan-
we're talking she's the man.
Yeah.
Backspin.
don't you think, I wrote this down, every time there's a hockey movie that doesn't do hockey well, someone does the like duck going down the
Ducks
boards
a
while
check.
someone hits the glass.
One hand on the
Yeah,
stick.
like that's never happened on Earth. But
Like somebody dives
they're
over
like,
them.
Oh, like, dude. Like, okay.
It's really always at some point one hand on the stick protecting
Yeah.
the. It's absolute
So
madness.
funny.
Pretty sure there's a bunch of scenes in there too where similar to Mighty Ducks. At one point Steve's playing righty. At one point he's playing lefty.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Not spoil anything. The hockey gets worse.
yeah.
Infinitely. So we then see the doctor who was with Jack. He's like reading a book, drinking a glass of milk, as one does.
With
Dies.
a massive cookie, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that. It's like one of the biggest
Big cookie.
cookies
The whole
I've ever
plate.
seen.
Big cookie.
I was jealous.
It's like,
He-
Dr. Kendall, I know what's killing you.
He dies, and we then see a man show up at class the next day and delivers the craziest line
Yep.
to announce that he's dead. Do you remember what he said?
No, I just said.
But it was just like he is like deceased, or like no, it was absolute madness. That scene, we get a sad Jack. Immediately cuts to, again, 30 seconds later, our first game. No one's passing to Steven. It goes poorly. Tara's up in the stands. Just like, this team sucks.
can't hear shit.
No. Oh, God.
He's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Can't hear anything.
Just having a ball, honestly.
She's like, I think they're cheering.
Then we get to the first moment where Billy and I had a hyperventilated laughing because of how preposterous it is. We get back to the university where the Dean of Scientific Research, Dr. Peabody,
yeah.
is talking about selling Jack specifically to a facility in Tennessee, Ricochet shot at Tennessee, where they are doing hepatitis testing on animals.
In a kids movie, dude.
They're going to give him hepatitis.
A fucking kids movie.
Dr. Peabody's comic relief buddy is there to deliver. Isn't that the facility where they give animals hepatitis?
Dude,
Crazy.
I was like, what?
Who wrote that?
Literally, what? Dude, do anything. I get that they're trying to emphasize, like, this will be bad for Jack, but I'm like, I don't even think the audience you're speaking to knows what that means.
No,
dude. Like,
it's
what?
not, hepatitis is just a word to them.
crazy.
I lost
I can't
my fucking mind.
believe that is like what he's up against for the movie.
and we said there must be a gripe with Tennessee, with the creators of this film.
Yeah, good.
Because
Yeah,
there is
oh.
zero reason to randomly say in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because he goes, isn't that facility in Tennessee where they give animals hepatitis? Like, what did Tennessee do here?
Yeah.
But I also guess that like this monkey he's an indentured slave
Correct.
Yeah.
/ lab rat at their place, and the studio's going, I mean, what's worse than that?
Yes.
And they go, I get hepatitis.
Give him hepatitis.
They're like-
so no. Someone
a
went
good
like
pick.
this, give him AIDS.
Yeah.
And they went, Jesus, that's crazy.
Too soon.
What about hepatitis, though?
And everybody went silent.
I love it.
Truly
did it.
remarkable. We're going to let you sit with that, take a quick ad break, and jump back into this plot.
We got to talk about BetMGM and the unbelievable action they offer if you sign up and you use promo code NETTERS. So what I need you to do is you download the BetMGM app and then you use promo code NETTERS. Then, oh brother, don't even get me started. If you make a bet and it wins, congratulations, you've made a great bet. If you make a bet, your first bet, and it loses, you can get up to $1,500 in bonus bets. And you can bet on all kinds of stuff. I know hockey's not back yet, but it doesn't matter. Baseball is firing. Football's back like in a week or something. I think football starts in a week. I can't believe it's Labor Day, but I think football starts in a week. We've got soccer back. Basketball's coming soon. There's so much stuff. Golf, Ryder Cup, blah, blah, blah. Unbelievable. So check out all the boosts, all the tokens, all the promotions that they've got cooking. One of my favorites is Big Fly Friday. You pick a guy to hit the longest, the deepest moonshot of anybody on Friday. And if you do it, you get your share of 50 G's in bonus bets. How about that? So go download that app right now and get in on the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY for New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 for Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP for Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF for Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 for Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See betmgm.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
We're back. After this moment, maintenance Darren realizes what's going on, can't have it. And this is where we start to question, like, is this guy learning disabled or not?
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
hatches a plane to get Jack on a train and send him home to Simeon or wherever.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is it called?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking.
Simeon, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Simeon.
It's something Simeon.
Which is very similar
you're
to
right.
Sibian.
Yeah. No, it is Simeon for sure.
It's I know I want to get the actual name of it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. He goes
El Simeon.
on El Simeon.
El
Thank
Simeon
you.
nature
Good
reserve.
job.
Oh, you were missing the L. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you hear the stops on that train, by the way?
No.
Dude, they go, now boarding, San Francisco, Seattle, Vancouver, Nelson.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Classic Nelson, British Columbia.
of course, that train that's hitting all the major cities up the Pacific Northwest stops in Nelson.
Yeah, it finishes
And do
off
we
up
know
there.
where El Simeon is?
No.
It's in between. It's got to be like
Africa?
north. Yeah. Well, no, it's on that train.
Like I
What?
think it's the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like north of San Francisco.
That terrain.
Yeah, that
was
train
going to El Simeon.
the stop. One of the stops.
He sleeps through it.
Dude, they like made they played like Caribbean music of him on the plane
Correct.
going to El. Sorry, I don't want to jump.
No,
I'm
no,
not gonna
no,
jump
no,
ahead
it's
here
okay.
to the
It's
finale.
okay.
It's on that train, dude.
What the fuck?
And where was he? Like,
I
do
don't
we
know. We don't know
To
where
begin
this.
with,
that-
I assume L.A. like,
Yeah, LA
yeah.
maybe makes
Yeah,
sense.
right. Okay, yeah.
That's
he's in
the
LA.
only indication I get.
Yeah. So Jack gets on that train. He's like dressed like a classic traveler. It's insane.
Yeah.
Cut back to hockey. Steve playing for the Nuggets, Junior B, walks a guy off the faceoff, gets a breakaway, and then literally has eggs thrown off of his face and then pummeled by the players. And the refs are like, yep, this is fine.
The fans are throwing
They
eggs.
brought him. Do you know how angry you have to be to do that?
Dude, of all the things I expected, I was too early in the movie for Steve to do something sick. You know, I was like, okay, like
No.
this was went poorly. And the fans egging him. You could have given me 1 trillion guesses before I would have landed.
What happens?
on that
Why
one.
why does Steve not score a goal on this breakaway? And I would not have said,
What if the
we
fans egg
hear
him?
fans start screaming, egg him.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
he literally gets egged in the face.
Egg him.
Wait, yeah, I think the eggs come too suddenly. You got to warn him. Egg them.
Yeah, egg him. Steve then gets pissed.
Were you guys as shocked as I that Darren didn't get on the train? I was like blown away at that moment.
Oh no, he's got to
I
stay
thought they were like running away, and then Darren was like, "Au revoir."
See you later.
No, he's got to stay to cover his tracks.
Oh, fair. Okay, I was shocked.
I was not shocked. Now that you say it, it's like, why would he not just go? Why is he going? The monkey will figure it out.
Jesus, dude. Okay,
So,
continue.
Steve gets pissed, literally dives over the bench and tries to get in a brawl with the whole team. They beat the shit out of him, toss him back over. Tara's bummed.
Yeah.
We then get some sick stock footage of a train riding through the
Very
wilderness.
sick.
Steve and Tara walking out of the game. He wants to quit. The Nuggets suck. But Tara's like, dude, don't quit.
In this sequence, by the way, that I want to talk about, the game is like high energy. I mean, like about as high as the energy can get in this movie.
Yeah.
It's like you got something going on. There is substance.
Yeah.
And then every 30 seconds, they cut to the train where nothing is happening. Zero. No dialogue.
Nope.
No forward momentum of the plot. Just monkey opens, eats a banana, drops it on a guy's head.
Not even like a, I noticed that guy doesn't have a ticket. Like I was ready for like okay, here comes Jack having ticket trouble. And it's like,
No, it was just
Cut this.
he's fine.
It was just scenes, 30-second scenes to fill a film. Unbelievable. We see Jack fall asleep on the train and he misses his stop
Fucking idiot.
and he travels all the way to Nelson, British Columbia.
I was pissed at him for that.
Thank God he's going to again, like it looks like he's going to Africa based on what we've seen of El Simeon. But thank God he had full-on winter clothing in his bag.
Packed for the
coming to
depth
go
of
away.
winter.
He wakes up and he goes, it's pretty cold in here. Throws on a sweatshirt and a jacket. Remarkable.
Goose down jacket.
Yeah, he's got a Canada Goose on.
Jack gets off the train at the last stop, sneaks by the conductor, sees Tara and Steven walking home from a hockey game.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Pimped
Then-
out for Christmas in that town.
Very beautiful.
It's like October, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the start
yeah.
of hockey season.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing?
We're in Nelson, BC, dude. It is snowing
Dense.
I
already.
know, but the lights, it was like insane in the
it's
town
beautiful.
square.
They don't have a lot to look forward to.
They don't have a lot.
They don't have a lot. We then see Jack stumble upon what is seemingly a random treehouse. He breaks in. It's breaking and entering.
Yeah.
And
Should be in jail.
what does he do immediately? Picks up a broom and starts sweeping. If this ape if this ape doesn't have Stockholm syndrome, I don't know what does.
He's just nervous.
Well, it's nighttime. I have to clean the halls.
Want to fucking kill me?
Literally, what do I do before I'm allowed to go to sleep? I have to clean up this area.
That is fucking gold. Yeah.
That's so true.
He picks up. He does what he knows, dude. What he knows.
One of my first big laughs, no joke, was it right when he gets off the train. He's in again, like it appearing to be like Nelson Town, Main Street of Nelson.
Yeah.
Christmas lights everywhere. Dude, there's one shot of him like he pauses at the first window he sees, and there's just bananas everywhere. And I was like, is there a banana store?
It's all you see.
10 Main Street in Nelson is just all, and they're like, the bananas.
Bushels.
Like, wow, that was
Bushels.
awesome.
Can you take a guess for me how many bananas, so they know, like, how many bananas do you think were in that shot?
Dude, legitimately 30 to 40 bananas.
at least.
Like
I
the
think
whole
more.
window is like, and I was like, what store is that, dude? Jack's like, yes. If anyone's going to accidentally get off anywhere.
I got off at the best spot possible.
That is the beginning of what I would consider to be like an overhanded delivery of banana
Agree.
Correct.
in that movie.
Agree.
We then see Tara and Steven
Yeah.
pond skating again, shooting around. Jack steals a banana that Tara has. They lean heavily into the bananas here.
Big time.
Tara then sees Jack, screams. Steven asks, what's up? Tara's like, I just saw a monkey. And he's like, no, you did not.
Weird tactic from Jack, if he was always going to say hi,
Yeah.
to rob her. Like, I think I would have just approached her and been like, hello.
Maybe I can
Can I
have some of that banana.
But
Yeah.
instead, he's like, robbed her. How
I
are
don't
you?
think you can.
It's like,
I don't
dude.
think you can risk her not giving him the banana.
Fair,
he needs to eat.
fair.
Yeah, he's hungry. And monkeys love bananas.
They love him, dude. They love him.
But before I move on, I need everyone to understand. It sounds like I'm jumping around a lot. I promise you, this is the order of the scenes.
Yep.
This is how great. It's 30 seconds every scene. Go back to the university. Dr. Peabody, who is British, by the way, for no reason, just a evil British man.
It's so makes
Is
no sense.
No,
Zero
is
sense.
enraged to find out that Jack has not arrived in Hepatitis, Tennessee. Enraged.
So enraged, by the way, I want to add that he is walking down, he's barreling down the hallway, literally going out of his way to push every single student that passes him.
Spilling his coffee too. He's like overflowing his coffee.
He's reaching across the hallway, moving, like zigzagging to hit students out of his way.
Yeah. So now we know that he is aware. We go to Tara, who climbs up into the treehouse, finds Jack cheap. Billy and I think we missed this. Does she pass out or does she bump her head and fall down?
I think she passed out.
I think she just passed out.
That was our guess.
Screams and passes out.
This is another one of my big laughs. This is actually right before the treehouse. It cuts to, is it Tara or Tara?
I think it's Tara.
Tara. It cuts to Tara in class, and she's doodling a massive full-page monkey drawing.
Really good too.
It's
Really good.
Yeah, it's good
and
drawing.
then goes like this.
Yeah,
And
crumples.
trashes it. That's the entire scene, to your point. And I was like, what?
Why?
Dude.
Like, give us the parents' backstory. Why are they there? Why is this in here?
Yeah.
Boom.
Guys,
Gone.
this then begins a series of scenes of the craziest treatment of an animal we've ever seen.
Yep.
So Tara wakes up. They begin to sign together. Also, question for you. When Tara signs, were subtitles showing up on the screen for you?
No.
Okay, neither for us.
Neither for us. One of the craziest decisions I've ever seen in my entire life watching a movie.
Oh my God.
My only thought, because Steve would often repeat it. Like she would go and he'd go,
Yes.
you're right, have faith. You know? But I'm like, is she signing wrong? Like, is that why they're
Chris, we deduced on a couple of times,
You're gonna love, yeah.
she literally looks like the fish in SpongeBob who's just going like this. And Steve responds a full-blown sentence. There is no way this actress was doing American Sign Language.
None.
Have faith.
No one in the movie was doing it. They were just freestyling.
Yeah.
And it's just like at this point in the movie, you're going, the two protagonists of this film cannot speak.
Yeah.
They have dialogue, but nothing for us to read. So like, this is a silent film.
What's going on?
Yes.
This is a silent film with no information.
Yeah.
And then like characters who hear them are like saying what they just said and then their line. I'm like,
Correct.
You're wasting so much time.
Yeah.
Dude, so true. Like, have faith, subtitle. You're right.
Yeah.
Continue instead of.
But they had to jam more
silent.
30-second scenes in this film. So there was no
It was
choice.
such a good call by you guys.
So they sign with each other. They then hold hands. Okay, they've bonded.
Yep. Yeah. For life.
Get back to a Nuggets practice. Their new boot goofing in the locker room.
Yeah.
And Steve gets up and motherfucks the whole
Scuba
team.
Steve, dude.
He goes, "You guys are fucking losers."
Yep.
He says that, by the way.
Yeah,
He says loser.
and it felt like a moment where we were maybe about to get a scene because we see the coach, Coach Marlowe. He kind of like leans in and he's like, "Dude, take it easy." We thought it was maybe going to be he needs to teach, like, listen, you're the best player, but you got to motivate the guys.
Yeah.
But instead, the goalie, whose name is Magoo.
It has clear concussion problems that
Oh,
they
yeah.
are ignoring.
Every practice he gets hit right in the head with the puck and passes out.
Yeah.
This guy is going to be mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
By the time he hits like college.
Wait till we get to his arc.
Yeah.
Magoo goes, he's right, guys.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
Back at home,
Makes no sense for that to be the response.
Tara has taken Jack from his penthouse studio apartment
For free.
and put him in the top shelf of her closet.
A prisoner. Back in his natural habitat.
They try
Why
to
did you just cuff him, dude?
They seriously put him in a literal cage. They try to establish this beautiful relationship between the two of them, and it starts with Tara going, "Sleep in my fucking closet.
I thought there was going to be such a longer
Keep
build
him
to
in the
that.
treehouse."
I know.
Clearly, no one is in the
one's
treehouse.
He
gonna
has
find
an
him there.
entire room to
Yeah.
himself.
Like, he's got art. He had art up in the
Yeah.
treehouse,
He
dude.
cleaned it. And they go, get out of there.
Crazy.
You're going in the fucking closet.
I would like to point out, folks, that this is another thing Billy and I clocked. At this moment in the film, we are 40 minutes into this 90-minute movie. We have not seen Jack play hockey one time.
Dude, I wrote that too, and I wrote crazy no parents. Like, maybe you noted out of it, but I'm like,
Like
well-
they're not around.
Well, but our next scene
I
is
know,
the parents.
yeah.
We now get Jack walking around the house while the dad is just classic hijinks of like the dad. It's like Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
The dad should be seeing what's going on. He never really sees him. Jack goes through a whole morning routine while the dad goes through a morning routine. Unbelievable. Steve then sees this chimpanzee wearing human clothing in his home. No one on planet Earth in the history of movies has given less of a fuck about anything.
Dude,
No.
I wrote Steve took this incredibly well. And I thought it was about to turn into a horror movie, the way they just froze on Steve. And I was like, what's going on right now?
What's he gonna do?
And then he did nothing. He like kind of went upstairs and was like,
Steve just
Yeah.
looks at him
Does
and
he
he's
say
like,
hi? He's like,
dude,
hi.
he goes, he's like,
says
hey.
hi.
And he's like, there's a chimp in here. And they get him a pair of skates and they go skating.
And we're
Bro.
like, let's go. Yeah, let's hit the pond with this chimp.
This is when Sandra came out and went like, did you just laugh at this movie? During the Ferris Bueller, Jack getting ready, he's making cereal. And I start dying laughing because I go, oh, good thing this family also keeps their cereal in the floor level cabinet.
Yes.
Like, Jack, it's under the sink, dude.
Wait, was it? I
Jack's
didn't
like
even
this
realize that.
Heirlooms. And I was like,
Everyone knows. Put your cereal under the sink with all of your
Thank
cleaning
God.
supplies,
Any other house.
chemicals.
He's drinking Drano for
would've-
breakfast.
he would have gone.
People always talk about, do you put your cereal or milk in first? He puts dishwasher fluid first. Then
It's Drano and Tide Pods.
Under the sink, the cereal.
Can I also say that, like, this scene, along with the train thing and getting into the main street, Jack has a cloak of invisibility on. Nobody's paying
Yeah.
attention to
Oh,
anything.
he's doing.
Nothing.
It's so true. I
The
wrote
way
that
they
later.
walk the line of does anyone care that there's a chimpanzee
Yeah.
here? Are they doing this thing where they're like, no, this is cool? Or are they trying to act like no one sees them? It's crazy.
Yeah.
The gang then goes skating. And Chris, I don't know if you noticed this. The most insane, or what we assumed was an original song for a film ever.
Oh, good call.
Starts
I
playing.
didn't even think about
there
that.
were a couple of
Keyword.
times where they kept saying silent film. They were like doing this and that, like a silent movie. And they're like, are they referencing the movie we're watching?
Yeah, like, we need to look this up.
There's no dialogue in this movie.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy. They then start playing, and I think this was probably the most realistic moment of the film. Jack is getting his skating legs under him, takes a clapper. It goes straight through the net.
Yeah.
And Steve is like, oh, yeah, maybe he'll hit the next time, foreshadowing. It ripped through the net. That was realistic because we hear all about chimp strength.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Maybe it makes sense that he would absolutely have a howitzer.
I actually looked it up on ChatGPT.
Thank
how
God
hard
you remembered this.
You'd have to hit
Oh,
a puck
amazing.
to go through a net. And it was basically like, this is huge theoretical probabilities, but like well over 500 miles an hour.
Yeah. Insane.
Dude, I have two things there. One, why wasn't he better at skating? Wasn't he sick at rollerblading?
He was sick at rollerblading.
Like, he was
Yeah.
cleaning the fucking halls.
This
like
movie, which moves at a bullet train pace, decided that we needed to have for us to believe it. We needed
Yeah.
to see him really learn
But
how
I
to
thought that was
skate.
gonna be cool. Like, I thought Steve was gonna be like, teach a chimp how to skate.
he's a
Come up with
wonder
that.
kid.
And then
And then
Jack's like sick, and he's
just
like, but then he
rips.
couldn't skate. And I was like, you can skate, dude.
Remarkable.
And then two, every time they show Steve shooting pucks at that pond, he misses the net. Like,
all
he's
the time.
Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that was rich of Steve to be like, maybe with a little practice you can hit the net, you loser.
Yeah.
And I was like, Steve, you suck.
You never have.
It's crazy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So we've now seen Jack playing hockey. So it's perfect time. Quick word from our sponsors. An ad break. We'll be right back.
Dan, when's the last time you had a mug root beer?
I am not kidding. I have one every single day at work.
Dude, I've been drinking so much mug root beer, my arm is turning into a mug box.
That's how much you've got the dog in you.
Look at this, dude.
You're transforming. You look like a transformer.
I'm going to become a full mug root beer box.
You know what I actually did the other day?
What?
I'm not kidding. The fact, first of all, that mug has 0 sugar it's the greatest thing that's ever
It's the
happened
best
to me.
one.
Also, I, on Sunday, wanted a sweet treat. I went to the store, I got some vanilla ice cream, and I made a root beer
Did
float.
you really?
Yeah.
You had that much of a dog in you?
I'm not kidding. It was incredible.
That is sick.
It was so good.
That is sick. Because, dude, we've been activating our inner dog a lot. I say we did all weekend. It was your birthday this weekend.
It was my birthday this weekend, and as many people know, I've also been moving.
Yes.
I've been in the process of moving, so I'm telling you, and you know me, I'm a crafty guy. I'm a handy guy. So I've been refurbishing a kitchen table, a butcher's block for the kitchen. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm assembling furniture, putting together couches,
Sanding
bed
stuff.
frames, sanding things. I was wiped on Saturday morning.
Yep.
Woke up on Saturday morning. I was up until 3 a.m. doing all of this stuff. I was building nightstands And I woke up and I was just so tired, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do anything.
Yep.
But then I remembered it was my birthday, and then I
heard the barking.
Then I remembered that I'm a dog.
Yeah.
And I pulled it. I reached down deep to the inner dog, and I pulled the dog out of me. And then I had an incredible birthday.
You're not careful. You're going to have a box for an arm soon, my friend.
I'm going to turn.
You keep barking like that? Look what happened to me.
I'm going to be a box boy.
Look what happened to me. The next time you or anyone wants some cold, frothy, unapologetic flavor, get your own mug root beer. You can find them at your local stores, or you go to www.mugrootbeer.com/find-mug. That's FIND-MUG.
It's the best pop in the world, so just start enjoying it.
Woo woo.
Back to the plot of Most Valuable Primate here. We've seen Jack playing hockey. We now need to see Dr. Peabody, our angry British man, giving a press conference about Jack being missing, which is like, again, did we need this scene in the film?
Nope.
Then we see Mrs. Westover, babe, by the way,
Yeah.
hosting a what sounded like a neighborhood watch movie. See, and again,
An hour early, by the way.
again,
What do you mean?
She goes, you're early. And
yeah, they show up an hour
go,
early.
"An
She's
hour."
got stains on her shirt.
like, "An hour
Why did
early?"
we need that?
So insensitive. Unbelievable. An hour early.
Some of the craziest behavior you've ever seen. And again, it's one of those things where, why is that in the plot of this film?
Insane.
I would like to argue that at this point in the movie, however far we're in, that nothing has happened.
Yeah.
That's
correct. Dude,
Billy?
literally. bro.
Zero
There
things
have
have
been
happened.
97 different things occurred. Nothing has happened.
Not a
Literally.
thing. Mrs. Westover is having a full-blown panic attack during this meeting. She's like spilling coffee on herself every time she takes a drink. Jack, meanwhile, Steve and Tara have gone off to to Steve's game, and Jack tries to sneak out of the place to go play hockey. He grabs his skates. He's hanging out of a window. One of the women at this neighborhood watch meeting sees him, screams, passes out. Now we're at the Nuggets game. We see Steve score.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Jack shows up, sneaks in through a window, jumps in. We then get Steve scoring a spinorama backhand goal, like another spin around. This is where we see Magoo, the goaltender. And Steve clocks this. This guy legitimately cannot see. Like, he's actually blind.
He's looking at the wrong corner.
And no one has noticed this, apparently. Now we see Jack put on some hockey gear.
The get dressed montage.
The what?
And
The get dressed montage.
Get dressed montage.
Was insane.
There's a poster in the locker room of what appears to be a directional catalog of how to wear hockey equipment.
Which
thank
is in
God.
every
locker room.
Yes, it is.
every locker room.
And thank God it was in there.
And keep in mind, this is a chimp who had 12 fatheads on his dorm room wall
Yeah.
of people dressed in hockey gear.
And
like, you'd think he would know.
Speaking of thank God, the player, the best player on the team, who is the captain, who is out with an injury, this is where we learn his last name is Rybczynski.
Did they say that at the beginning?
No.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Wait, what do you mean at the beginning? Like
Like,
no.
at the very
They
early, they go-
introduce him the first tryout practice, and they're like, here's our best player. He's injured. He's out.
Yeah, okay, I don't think.
I don't think they do either. And I go, did they not layer in that there's a Rybczynski jersey?
Incredible.
It's
Guys,
yeah.
at 55 minutes, again, a 93-minute film,
Yeah.
we finally see Jack playing hockey.
Wow.
He gets on the ice, hops over the boards like only a chimpanzee could do.
Yeah, the glass. Hops over
Yeah,
the glass.
and there is apparently confusion as to who he is. Everyone's going to this. Oh, this new guy's tiny. He scores immediately.
Fuck you.
Scores immediately, but then everyone's like, "What? That's a chimp."
Which, thank God, by the way, I legitimately thought they might be like, yeah, we don't know who the new guy is.
Oh,
Like, I
I
was
can't see
ready
him.
for like, we don't know it's a chimp.
I would have turned it off. I actually would have turned it off.
Thank God.
Yeah. They make a couple jabs at the Nuggets. And Coach Marlowe, they're so desperate for talent, they're bringing in a chimp, notoriously good at hockey. And they say goal doesn't count, ineligible player. The Nuggets lose, and Jack is devastated.
Yeah.
Like so bummed out. He starts sauntering down the hallway, just like bummed. Tara comes up and is like, dude, you did great.
Yeah, we love
Don't
it.
worry about it. She then decides to bring Jack to the family, to meet the family. We then have a full-on board meeting about Jack being eligible to play hockey. and one of the board members throws the most insensitive ricochet shot at his sister Mavis.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have ever heard. Basically says she's a chimpanzee.
Stray.
Yeah.
Crazy
Literally
stray.
dead.
They go, okay, you're making it. He's on the team. So
Do you remember what they say?
For money.
All those in favor say A
say A.
because they're in Canada.
Oh my God.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, dude.
Now we get our first game, and it's an absolute clinic. They're buzzing around the ice. They keep showing shots of what Billy and I assumed were some front shots of actually this chimp in hockey gear, and then back shots of him. Sorry. That is clearly a human being. Like
Skating, right? Yeah,
skating,
yeah.
and they're just like that. It's the chimp.
Was he like a chimp costume?
I don't know.
I think it's just a little hunched over person.
Yeah, I think so.
Put some prosthetic hair on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's buzzing. So is Steve. We get classic chimp antics going through people's legs,
Yep.
sneaking around.
Hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, hiding.
A very classic hockey tactic.
They're scoring goals. and
Living life.
They win.
Yep.
Tara then brings Jack to class.
I would also like to see to emphasize that the way you just said they win, however you felt when Dan said they win, that's how it feels watching it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how big the win felt.
I was like, yep, okay. I was happy for that old guy, the old fan
Yeah.
who was like, I need one of
Yes,
these.
looked like Blue from
Yeah.
Old School.
I was like, is that Blue? I had that thought.
Yeah, there was zero emotion.
Yep.
Like they win, and I wasn't like, hell yeah. They finally got it. It was just like, okay, next
Okay.
30-second scene, please.
What next? Yeah.
And it turns out he's being brought in for show and tell.
Yeah.
Tara is literally bringing this chimpanzee around as a prop, as she does. The kids love him. They love Tara. She's finally
Yeah, I got
blending in.
tons
This
of
is
friends.
great.
Do they? Or do
I
they
don't
just
know.
like the chimp?
I think they
Chimpy,
probably
like
are
the
just
chimp.
laughing at Jack.
Don't think they ever acknowledge her.
I think you're right.
We then get a practice scene of just Steve and goalie Magoo in full uniform.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, we have seen multiple scenes where they're wearing practice
Yeah.
gear. But for some reason they went, we need a lights off dramatic, fresh sheet of ice, no bucket on Steve at center ice coming down to do a fake shot on Magoo, just to show Magoo that he is actually in fact blind and cannot see a puck.
Dude,
Remarkable.
what the fuck?
Now our first montage of the film. It's Christmas time. We see Jack climbing the Christmas tree in what I assume is Nelson City Square, putting the star on top of the tree. It felt full on Edward Scissorhands moment here.
Yeah.
He's like ingratiating himself into the community.
The community.
Yeah.
They love him. Everyone loves Jack.
We see Magoo get some glasses. He's playing.
And the whole crowd.
Yep.
Everyone in the
Yeah,
crowd.
They're
yeah,
all
the-
wearing
the
glasses
tape.
now.
Yeah.
We have a family Christmas together. And we also have a moment where Jack teaches Tara and the class sign language.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I don't think it's actual sign language.
No, it's not.
The team's playing now. We get several scenes where Jack has a C on his jersey and several scenes where he doesn't.
Yep.
Really confusing stuff. Now they need one win against the Tigers. Their rival.
Yeah, the rival Tigers.
Need one win to get to the final game. Just hyper speed pace of this film that all of a sudden we're like, wait, we're in the final already?
Dude, and they
This-
also they win a bunch, and they're like, this win streak is crazy considering the Nuggets are coming off a 40-game losing streak. That's
Yeah.
what the news says. And I was like,
40. So this is like multiple seasons.
what
Yeah.
the fuck is going on? What were you going to say?
We are at we need this. This is to get to the finals. We need to win this game. Jack has played half a game of hockey so far,
yeah.
and we're about to be in the finals.
We did it.
Yeah. Remarkable.
It's insane.
With seconds dwindling, Jack jumps on the ice, rips a clapper, goes through the net. The red light goes on.
Credit to that guy, by the way.
Yep. Sharp eye. Ref says no goal. The entire arena goes silent, but it's tied, by the way.
Yeah.
Like they're acting like they lost. Tara comes down, tells Steve to tell the ref to check the net. He does, finds the hole, goal.
Can I ask a question about that ref?
Yes.
And I give him credit because he awarded the goal. But that is the very same ref who was such a hometown ref at the first Tigers game that he wouldn't even call a clear penalty against the Tigers.
Yeah.
Like Steve was like, sir, that's a penalty. And he's like, not in my rink, it's not.
Yeah.
And he's like, sir, that's a goal that would end your team's season. And the ref's like this, agree. Yeah. I was like, dude, don't you think this guy has set the precedent to go like this? No goal.
Correct.
No goal, I don't care.
And everyone on your team is suspended.
What an arc he had.
Yeah.
That's a great, I mean, again, just all credit to the writers there for just like A to C. Who gives a fuck what happened at B?
Guys.
Fuck you for asking about B.
Yeah, truly.
So the Nuggets are on to the Harvest Cup. Angry British hepatitis advocate Dr. Peabody sees Jack on the news,
Oh, yeah, fuck.
and he's like, holy
Like,
shit,
what happened, by the way?
here we go.
Like, he's a chimp. He's winning the Junior B title.
Which would make the news.
100%.
That would be global.
100%.
Now, folks, we see a completely random scene, well over an hour into this film, of Rip Chimsky, our captain, practicing alone on the ice. Someone involved with this film clearly watched D2 Mighty Ducks and saw that Adam Banks comes back into the last game and throws a whole wrench into the roster and was like, we need this as well. And as you do, in this montage of him practicing, he drops to his knees and does a 360.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everyone knows.
Because we've set the bar of Steve being sick. You know, like that's
Yeah.
sick. So if he can't knee spin, then he can't be good. So
Then he can't play.
boom. Yeah.
He's not MVP. You got a knee spin.
So the boys are then on the team bus and they go to the big city of Calgary.
Oh,
Of
was it?
all
I thought it was
places,
Vancouver.
they chose Calgary.
Is it Calgary?
Which I didn't know was like.
to General Motor Place. Calgary, very much a farm.
Yeah.
And these kids are going, we are not in Kansas anymore. They look out the window and brutally sexualize this blonde woman, like the one woman walking down
that
the
was
street.
gas.
Yeah, that
Great
was
stuff.
crazy.
I like that. I was like, oh, okay.
Marlo-
Now we got a sports movie.
They get the iconic shot of walking out the tunnel onto the ice. Marlo drops the line, I love the smell of Zamboni fumes in the morning.
Yep.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, the Hoosiers moment, right? You've got, all right, keep going.
Game starts, gets off to what they are making it seem like a rough start. By the way, they're playing a junior A team, which crazy that this is the Harvest Cup. It's the fucking FA Cup, apparently.
Yeah.
They get scored on, and end of first period, they're only down 1. Peabody comes to the locker room to steal Jack, and Marlo tells him to get fucked. He's like, all these boys are going to beat the shit out of you.
Good moment.
And they will.
Yeah, and they
we
will.
watched
We've
it.
seen him. Have you seen Moose? You want a piece of Moose?
But folks, you will not believe, like, if that feels like a great moment of like, we won't let you get Jack. Things go very poorly off screen in just a moment. Second period, Jack scores off a sick pass from Steven. This period ends 1-1. We now hear Peabody's plan is to kidnap him at the end of the game. He goes, before he gets off the ice.
Yeah.
Great plan, Peabody. You're going to jump onto the ice and get him. No one will see you doing it there. Tara shows Steve the back of a picture she found in Jack's bag, which is of at El Simeon. Now they're like, this is where he's from. We got to get him home. We cut to the locker room, and apparently, clearly a scene was cut.
Yeah.
Peabody has a court order.
Yeah. Oh,
get
yeah,
Jack.
right.
And Marla, like everyone's saying goodbye to Jack, and we're all like, why is Jack leaving? When did that happen?
It was so confusing.
We almost rewound the movie.
Yeah. Because like, we blinked.
We were like, what is going on? It's literally second period. Nothing has been said other than Peabody being pigeon tossed from the locker room. But now apparently he's leaving, and Marlo is just dialogue going. They have a court order. I don't know what you want me to do.
This is, there's two, in this same moment, there are two of my biggest movie moments from the whole movie. And the first one is, I wrote Stosh, which I think is Stevie Weeks' character.
I think that's correct.
Stosh gives Jack a hat he's been knitting that's not done.
Yeah.
Dude, he goes, it's not done.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Jack gets it, immediately puts the knitting needle in his mouth too.
The needle, he's like puts the knitting needle. It's 2 knitting needles and the full ball of yarn still attached to the top of this hat.
dude, like, what is the point of that scene? Like, just give him the hat. Like, have him be like, Jack, I knit you a hat.
Chris, I'm telling
Why
you,
not finish?
As we've like all of these crazy plot, the director's cut of this movie must be 6 hours long.
Yeah, truly.
Like, it's nothing, as Billy said, nothing has happened. We're almost an hour and a half into this. Nothing has still happened, and nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Correct.
So now, again,
This thing.
plot point no one needed. No one knows why it's happening. Pete Ripchimsky goes up to Coach Marlowe and goes, Coach, as you know, I've been healthy enough to play for a while. And Coach again, we go, okay, why you're the captain? Why haven't you said anything? Why haven't you been playing? And what we think maybe in this moment we'll get an explanation. Coach Marlowe goes, "You're a big man to admit that."
Dude, that's my I go, what? Like, literally.
I don't even remember that moment.
What are you talking about? He goes, I've been okay the whole time. Coach goes, I think he goes, yeah, it takes a real man to admit that. And I'm like,
It doesn't.
well, I was like when he was skating, when Steve saw him skating, I thought for a second, I was like, he's about to be the villain, like an hour and 10 minutes, and they're supposed to be like, this is the bad guy.
Nope.
He hates chimps. But then he was like, what's up, dude? I'm good. And I was like, who are you?
What are you doing
Mental.
here? Dude, what if the director's cut of this movie was incredible?
Yeah. And dude,
they
the
just
editors, they
hacked it.
fucked it. The studio, Airbud Studio. Dude, they
Fucking hacked it, dude.
They knew it was better than Airbud. They were like, I won't have this.
So straight out of the D2 playbook, Pete Ripchimsky is back in the lineup, and Steve takes one for the team, and he goes, "I'm out. I know what I have to do."
Yeah.
So we see the team start playing. Jack's on the ice.
Yep.
Ripchimsky's on the ice.
Yep.
And Steve is like in a cab going God knows fucking where. Ask the cab driver to put the game on the radio,
Yeah.
by the way. Game's on the radio, of course.
It's the harvest.
Pete takes a shot. Puck bobbles up, lands on the goal line. Pete then gets clotheslined so hard he'll clearly never play hockey
he's
again.
dead.
Like he
He
goes
actually
down and is
died.
like so injured. Jack dives through someone's legs again. Poole cues the puck over the goal line as time expires, just like every game in this movie. They win. Twist, it's Tara.
Yep.
Yet another moment in this film where a woman is compared to a chimpanzee and no one would know the difference. Remarkable.
Incredible.
And do not forget that in this film, Jack came on the ice, scored a goal, and they went ineligible player, no goal. But now, in the Harvest Cup, it's fine.
Yeah, correct. And I had the
It's
same comment.
totally fine.
Because that's the explanation.
That's what we need.
the
That's what we need.
explanation
That's what
they
we
gave.
need.
Yep.
It was absolutely insane.
Peabody jumps onto the ice. No one says shit or does anything
yeah, right.
as the team's celebrating. He goes over to the scrum, the celebration scrum in front of the net. After Tara, by the way, has taken off her helmet.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're celebrating. It's clearly a young girl. And
deaf
he's going,
girl.
get
That's
me
a
to
deaf
this
girl.
chimp, dude. Get me to this monkey. Get me to this ape.
It's a young disabled
Just a young
girl.
disabled girl.
Get me, bring me
And
the
Dr. Peabody couldn't possibly tell the difference.
Yep.
So it's Tara. We then see Steve at the airport, and he is giving Jack a plane ticket to send him home to El Simeon, which, for all we know,
It's the train right away, bro.
is a train right away, but
Yeah.
might be in Africa.
Yeah.
How did Steve afford this plane ticket? How did he get the plane ticket?
How do you order cranberry juice on the plane? How did
Does that
happen?
flight attendant speak American/chimpanzee sign language?
I guess she has to.
She has to have.
All attendants do.
I will say I was a little upset with Jack in that scene. After seeing this ape do so many unbelievably impressive human-like things, his inability to drink
even
from a
drink the
glass
juice.
was amazing.
Yeah.
He just kept
So
like
confused.
fingering it.
Yeah. It's like, come on, dude.
It's like, Jack, what the fuck are we doing? Jack's on the plane. Guys, we cut back to the locker room and get two of the craziest throwaway lines in the history of film. We are told that Magoo, who is legally blind, just got signed with paperwork. I might add.
dude. Signed.
Just
done.
got signed by the farm team for the Mighty Ducks.
Boom.
AHL contract just like that. Junior B. This guy literally probably had a save percentage of .156
Yeah.
before this.
Yeah.
Has this one good game, makes a couple good glove saves, boom, signed by the Ducks AHL team.
Makes sense to me.
Me too. I don't see an
I'm
issue
not
with this at all.
confused.
Yeah.
What's the other throwaway line?
Steve then also gets an offer to join the WHL team from Vancouver,
Yeah.
just like that. Steve accepts as well.
Makes sense to me.
Guys, this movie is already so fucking mental. And our final scene, we see Jack roll up in a car to El Simeon. And he gets out, and who do we see at El Simeon working at the reserve? But maintenance Darren.
Dude.
And he turns and goes, Jack, what took you so long, buddy?
Dude.
Do you think there are people who
Go on.
watched this film and in that moment went, oh, of course. Of course. Of course, he was going to be there all along.
Dude,
Oh, take him with you.
Dude,
get on the train.
if
You're
this
going?
was the plan, why did you ever leave him?
Dude, I could not believe my eyes. I'm dead serious, dude. Like I literally
We died. We
It was a
legitimately
very
died.
surprising moment.
Yeah, yeah.
believe
To their credit.
my eyes. Dude, one of the most staggering ends of a movie I've ever seen in my life.
That moment happened. We then see Jack like wrestling with two other chimps, also wearing human clothes.
Yeah, I was
I
like-
think.
yeah.
for
No, they
what-
were.
And the screen goes black, and it just says the end.
The end.
And we were like, Jesus fucking Christ! Just,
The only response from Jack in that scenario, when you see that maintenance guy there, is, "Hey man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were coming here?
And now I'm a junior B legend. Like the things I've done.
Do you have any idea what
I
I'm
just won the Harvest Cup, pal.
By the way, dude, I couldn't believe Marlowe was down to let, in the third period of a tie championship game, was down to let Steve and Jack, his two best players, by a country mile,
Yes.
leave. Like that was the only way you guys could think to save Jack.
Get in a cab.
Like we were like,
Get the
oh
hell
God,
outta
we do
here."
need to save Jack, so this is all we can come up with.
Utterly insane, guys. I mean, this movie was truly one of the before we even hit play. I'm talking to Billy about what this movie is, and Billy goes, "Whoever made this film should be fucking shot."
in the head. That was the first note I have in here before it started.
you started?
Before we even started.
First note
Wow.
in my notes: shoot the person that made this in the head.
Yes.
And then Chimp is brushing his hair.
And we watched this movie, and I kid you not, I think this is up there on the worst films I have ever watched start to finish.
Dude,
Yes.
I need to tell you this. The biggest shock I've had from the moment I hit play till right now is when you said that this movie came out in 2000. I just assumed this was like a 1991.
Yeah, like an
production.
old.
And I was like,
Not only did this film come out, Chris, it then led to multiple sequels and generational
yeah.
generational wealth.
More than we could ever fathom.
We talk about movie jail a lot, what films that get people into movie jail. Robert Vince is literally living in Buckingham Palace, I assume,
Yeah.
because of the success and wealth that has spawned from this film.
Mind blowing that this is a turn of the century movie.
Yeah, he's in the sewers of Hollywood right now, and they're paying him
dude.
top dollar for it because no one else will get in there.
This man has produced and directed a film every single year since 2000 based on the back of Most Valuable Primate.
He's the steadiest working person
Correct.
in Hollywood.
I'm telling you, this man must be obscenely wealthy.
He's the only star left. He's the only star left. in
We're
Hollywood.
we're out here talking about people like Chris Nolan and Denis
Yeah.
Villeneuve.
No.
And this guy exists. Robert Vince.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
Let's
Give him
hand out some
something.
awards.
Yeah. CP, walk us through the awards.
Okay,
I haven't even thought about this because I've just been so blown
Okay,
away.
so as everyone knows, we hand out awards. We do the Hart Trophy, the MVP, the Healthy Scratch, the LVP, the Chills moment, our favorite moment of the movie, the Sent to the Mindsies moment, the worst moment of the movie, and the Sonk Keith Yandel funniest part of the movie. Let's start with. Actually, I want to start with LVP.
Okay.
Because normally in movies that I love, there are a lot of LVPs because I'm like, oh, this person reacted to that poorly or whatever.
Sure.
In this one, and I'm excited to hear what you guys have because I have the obvious. I was having a hard time finding
An LVP?
An LVP. Everyone is like they're ridiculous, but I was
nothing-
like,
yeah.
but I was like, no one's like. Normally it's like the dad sucks, the mom's the worst. I was like, everyone was kind of nice,
Yeah.
actually.
Everyone's nice, but also nothing.
Nothing,
They're all
yes.
nothing.
So, the boringest answer of any movie review I've ever done, the LVP is the dean of science for me, who like shoved children out of the way,
Yeah.
poured
Dr. Peabody.
Dr. Peabody. I was like,
Dr.
dude,
Hepatitis.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
like,
guy is just so to make a quick buck. Like, look at his suits. By the way, there's a weird bit throughout the whole movie where he's wearing white linen suits and everything gets spilled.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is clearly doing fine. How
And-
much money are you possibly getting from a hackneyed research facility in Tennessee that's giving animals hep?
Not to mention the it sounded like the alumni all pulled their donation if Jack wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Why are you
just bring
selling him at
Jack
all?
back. Yeah, like
What's
you're now losing money selling him to Hepatitis.
Because like
Brutal guy.
Honestly, to your point, if they're like the Hep B testing area, this is like if you're gonna make it like hamburger meat, or Celtel's like we'll buy it for the price of hamburger meat, not like anything more.
Yeah. So Dr. Hepatitis, nightmare.
Yeah.
Get him out of here, dude. That's my healthy scratch.
That's clear. What do you got?
Yours the same?
I mean, like, yeah, I said school administration for creating the first hybrid slave/lab rat.
That's a fucking fantastic.
Which might be Peabody as well. But that's very good.
The bigger picture of what created that scenario for.
He is the head of the snake that is that university. But not enough people are talking about what a terrible university this is.
Agree. Where do you think that was? If it's LA, like
USC.
Yeah.
Definitely that's USC. Sorry, Jules.
Holy fuck.
Fucking piece of shit. I think that's the answer. I mean, I won't lie. There were times where I would have maybe given this to Tara because I don't think she's in this for the right reasons. She was clearly using Jack to get popular.
Yeah, she also doesn't make. There's no progress.
Zero
in
growth.
Her,
Zero
her
growth.
character.
Yeah, right.
No. But I think it's got to be Peabody.
I had like the captain, or I had a few early candidates.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
ref.
I was like, I don't trust this captain.
That-
the ref was. If he had, I thought he was going to disallow that goal and they were going to win in overtime.
Yeah.
and I was like, this ref is all time.
that ref has
All
more
time
character
scumbag.
growth than Tara does.
Yeah.
We don't know how he got it, but we know it happened.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Okay, the next one, the Hart Trophy.
MVP.
Your MVP of the movie. God, because I have a couple honorable mentions. Did you want to go first? Do you have one?
I think, again, there are potentially obvious ones here. I think my answer is Mark and Susie Westover, the parents.
Mm-hmm.
At every turn, they do what supportive parents should be doing. They are just, actually,
Besides,
in the beginning, they were not coming to Steve's games.
Oh,
that was crazy.
That was weird. But maybe they just moved and they're tied up at work. We don't know. There's a lot of stuff that was cut that we don't know about their life.
But
Magic
like
of not
they're great parents to Tara, encouraging her.
Yes.
They've clearly raised two good kids, including two great athletes. And the way they welcome Jack
They
into
have
their family
no issue
immediately.
with Jack,
No.
dude. And dude, you know what moment I really liked was when Jack made coffee and then they all leave and the dad comes down and he picks up the coffee and goes, "Thanks, kids." Did you remember that?
And hey, Jack is one of his kids now.
So good.
So that's
It's
great.
true.
He
It's
wasn't
part of
that
the
mad
family.
about the glasses, you know.
I do think
It's a
that
great answer.
maintenance Darren could have had a bid at MVP, but he totally botched this plan.
yeah, he created the entire problem.
Yeah.
Yep. So parents were on my short list. Maintenance Darren was on my short list, and Early was my heavy favorite.
Yeah.
I thought he had incredible odds, and if you pick him, I won't even be mad because I still love Darren. I'm going to go with Coach Marlowe, only because he really won me over. Early, I was like, oh yeah, he's just
Checked out.
he doesn't care, whatever. I
Yeah.
thought he would kind of help Steve be a better leader. He didn't. But then he had a few like cool, I love the smell of Zamboni in the more. He had a few cool zingers here and there. Got really excited for the boys and then chirped fucking Peabody. You know, before he had the
Yeah.
court order, he was like, fucking take a walk, pal.
Yeah.
You know, and he fought for Jack. Maybe he wanted to win, but like Marlo, I was like, you know what? Marlo,
Fighting for the right cause.
yes,
Yeah.
dude. Like Marlo can coach me any day.
Yeah.
Put it that way, dude. Marlo can
fire
coach me
you
any
up.
day.
Okay.
Yeah, damn right. So I'm giving an MVP to him.
Fair enough. I took some liberties on MVP here.
Good.
And it's fake sign language for me. It's not a person. It's not a character.
That's
it's
great.
just fake
That's
sign
great.
language.
That's
Gets the
great.
MVP.
That's so good.
The whole movie, I'm entertained by like,
Jack, have faith.
yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? That is amazing. I need someone that speaks American Sign Language to
Weigh in on this.
to watch the movie and be like,
Please.
here's what was said.
Right. Because they
Loosely.
probably hit some things.
They must hit a few
There
things.
was one thing she said a whole sentence, and for the people who are watching this on YouTube, the mom did this.
It was unbelievable.
Did this, and it was a whole sentence.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh my God. Okay. The chills moment. Your favorite part of the movie.
Oh,
Legitimately, if I may go
Yep.
first,
please.
I think I have to say the moment we found out Tara was deaf.
Oh, good answer. Yeah.
Because again,
Yeah.
I looked at you, Billy, and I went, "Oh, Tara's deaf." Like it affected me.
Yep.
It actually emotionally gave me a moment, and I was ready to invest. They did nothing with it, but in that brief moment, the 2 seconds of that 30-second scene, I was invested.
Well, because obviously Jax speaks sign language.
Yep.
Again, they actually ended up not even making him speak the same sign language, which is insane. But in that moment, I was like, oh, genius. Because if you're gonna have a chimp, you need a sign. And it was
made
honestly
perfect
like
sense.
the Quiet
Yeah.
Place girl. Like
Yeah.
in that movie when they're like, she's deaf, I was like, oh,
Yep.
so good. Of
Yeah.
course. Like now we have someone who can talk. And then they were like, she will never speak to Jack. He speaks a different sign language. No, there are no subtitles. Like
Nothing.
I was like, oh, what the fuck?
I don't understand like what the point of it was at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But in that moment, great. Chills.
I think that is that's pretty much
Yep.
the right answer. I'm curious what yours is.
Is that yours too?
It partially, I think there's another one that's great.
Okay, well, go ahead.
The credits.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. I think that right there, which happens
Yeah.
5 to 8 minutes in, and
Yeah.
then the credits.
Yep.
The
Boom.
feeling of relief when
When the
that
movie
screen
ended.
went black and said
my
the
God.
end
You have
was
your life back.
astounding. It was astounding.
Okay, here are my two. Jack's
Two.
two
That's
chills moments.
That's crazy.
Jack's I love you on the jet bridge back to Steve.
Okay.
Completely unearned. I'm like, are they boys? I guess they've just won a shitload of games together.
We saw they had Christmas together.
They had Christmas together.
And
yeah.
I guess he's getting him home.
But I was like, okay, like I'm kind of feeling sad right now when he's like, I love you too.
He is
bro.
also an animal.
Yeah.
He's
like-
also has complete Stockholm syndrome.
And
Yeah. He's sweeping the jet bridge
his
on the way
goodbye.
down.
He's so scared, dude. He's always nervous.
Dude, the flight attendants start walking up and down the aisle with the trash bag. He jumps up, takes it from them.
Yeah, please allow me. Also, Jack's like last thing he does. Do you remember?
No.
Oh my
the jet
God,
bridge?
Billy. Actually, I'm saving that because that is my song. moment.
Okay.
That was fucking, and that was actually the hardest we laughed.
Okay,
Yes.
so then and my other one, this is my actual answer, and we just talked about it, but I'm telling you, the true shock I felt when Darren was at the reserve. Like, I'm not kidding you, dude. I literally, it was my chills moment because I think I actually got chills because I was like,
I mean,
I was overcome with
Yeah.
like confusion
we-
was one of them, but I was overcome with emotion.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
we
my God.
reacted. We
Dude,
reacted.
It does really make you feel
Yes,
something in
dude.
that moment.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
so fair.
100%. That
Okay.
was my chills moment. Where I was
Yeah.
like,
Not for good reason.
Oh my
no,
God,
no,
dude.
no.
stunned.
It was
Yeah.
Absolutely stunned.
truly astounding.
Yeah.
Shock of the movie. Okay, so now let's do. Now we're doing Sent to the Mindsies. The worst part of the movie. It can be like a thing, like it could be. You could have been like sign language
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
joke, like anything that you're like. It was just terrible.
I got so upset that they just the goalie being blind and
Yeah.
the glasses thing, like the team that has a bad goalie and fuck you.
And he's
It made me
blind.
so mad
Yeah,
that they did
that's
that.
actually a
I
great
had
answer.
to see that again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on. Yeah. Isn't
So
that
lazy.
When you pointed that out, it was this movie just ripped so many things
Yeah.
from other children's sports movies.
Yeah.
Like truly, the Adam Banks coming back into the lineup, best
Yes.
player.
Oh my
leave,
God.
Charlie leaves. Like
Not a single original thought.
no,
Yeah.
not one.
Okay, so I have a couple honorable mentions, but I'll do them after you go. Here's my number one, clear as day. This is the worst part of the movie for me. And because I had my eye on this guy all movie, I just thought he might be like a bigger role. I thought I was gonna get more out of him. And the guy I'm talking about is named Willie Drucker. He is the play-by-play guy for the Nuggets. I thought
Okay.
he'd be like a little bit funnier.
He's a guy too. He's in fucking let me find him because he's an actor. Like
Yeah.
he's in stuff.
He's done other
So
reels.
and they were. I think that's what the implication here. Dan
Yes.
will find out. And they were trying. Like the Oregon guy gets hit by a puck. Like they were
Yeah.
trying to make Willie and the Oregon guy a thing. I was expecting more from them, but I was like, Willie Drucker knows his stuff. He's good at his job. And dude, when Jack has been signed by the Golden Nuggets, and there's like a board meeting, and then they're like, Jack's on the team, and he gets his own jersey made and all this shit.
Yeah.
And then they come out for warm-ups in that first game, and Willie Drucker spits his coffee out that Jack's on the team, and I'm like, you don't know, you haven't heard that they signed, that there was a league-wide meeting, Jack has been signed on your team, a jersey's been made, and the play-by-play announcer goes,
You know nothing.
like, Willie Drucker doesn't know Jack's on the team, dude. You are a fucking clown.
Dude, they're shutting him out of the league if that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, dude, I could not believe the lack of preparation
Dude.
in Willie Drucker's game.
For the record,
he didn't know that.
That is Dave Thomas, the
Wendy's guy.
creator and star of the Dave Thomas Comedy Show, also in Arrested Development. He's Trevor, who is
Mr. F?
Mr. F, dude. He's the
I've
one
never
who,
seen Arrested Development, so I don't know, but I just know the show. That's insane that he went from there
Wow,
to
that
that.
is fucking hilarious.
the worst part of the film for me, as I have alluded to many, many times, is the editing of this film.
Yeah, good answer.
I cannot stress enough, as I've done many times already in this review, this movie gave me epilepsy. I've never seen anything like the way they were just jumping from scene to scene. I would bet if we went back and watched it, which you would have to put me through the mental torture that Jack has clearly been through to become an indentured servant at this university to watch this film again. But I bet if we did it and timed it, there would not be a single scene over 45 seconds. I would
crazy.
I would stake my life on
for
it.
sure.
I would stake my life on it.
It was absolutely crazy.
And again, not cuts in the same, literally one scene is never more than 45 seconds. It's the craziest
and we
fucking
so
thing I've ever
weren't
seen.
done.
No.
Somewhere. It was so clear we weren't done somewhere. You know, they'd be like, leave. And I was like, what?
No,
and
that's
then they'd be
why-
like, we'll go back. And I was like, or stay. Like, we can just stay.
It was
Nothing happened because of that.
it was mental. Like you could not establish any sort of care or emotional stakes into anyone or anything because it was you called it's the original TikTok movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was fucking craziness.
My honorable mentions were, you said one earlier, but Jack switching from lefty to righty several times. I was like, come on, dude.
That one
Yeah.
right over my head.
And then Pete,
You couldn't be bothered to care to notice that.
No.
It was
dude, it was like when he did the Michigan, he was all of a sudden
truly.
a righty. And I was like, what? And then Pete, the captain, being healthy the whole time. Like, I was just like,
Well, it takes a man to admit
dude,
that.
yeah.
Let's not forget it takes a man to admit
But
that.
like,
Very true.
maybe they were like too afraid of the Adam Banks comp, but I'm like, make him hurt or whatever. Just, it literally was not logical. Like, fine, you want to bring him back, say he was traveling, say he was injured. Him just being like this, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Doesn't make
is that
any
plot
sense.
line, dude?
Fucking
nuts. Okay. And then our sonk moment, the funniest moment of the movie. For me, the two that I thought were funny that I already mentioned you guys was the cereal under the sink.
that's good. I need
that
to
is
go.
Oh, I want you to go last because there's some,
I'm worried that maybe we have the same.
you definitely don't have.
Okay, all right, fine.
And then all those in favor say A. I thought was funny.
That was good.
Sandra's TV is on subtitles. She likes to watch with subtitles.
Okay.
Right.
First of all, that is your TV.
Well, it's her TV.
But I love because like you are not owning that. You're like fucking. I don't do
Yeah,
that.
that's not your
well,
thing.
there are two TVs in the living room.
Yeah.
And I watched it.
Actually, fair.
So
Two separate couches,
Yeah.
two TVs,
Yeah, yeah.
and a fucking curtain between
There's a
them.
massive piece of duct tape
Yeah,
across
yeah.
the living room.
So there are subtitles on, which was made even funnier when Tara was signing because it would be like nothing.
No,
they could be like signing,
nothing.
but nothing would actually come up. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, whoa.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but
Ridiculous.
So, but you know how when you're because I'm sure you guys have watched a movie with subtitles on before, there are lines of dialogue that you're like, oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
It's just like in the background.
It actually trips me out. You watch a movie that you've seen multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
mostly background. No, it's like a scene with a lot of people. Someone will be off in the side saying something, and their subtitles pop up, and you're like, oh shit, I've never noticed that line. Sometimes it's very important.
Yes, dude.
Too. It's bizarre.
Totally.
Wild that
So-
they would make it so hard to
There was
hear.
one of these moments in this movie where I was like, wow, that was fucking hilarious. That I guarantee you guys didn't hear because it was like, I couldn't hear. I just read it. So early in the movie, when Steve first gets to practice, Magoo gets knocked out. Magoo gets his first of 5 concussions in this movie. And someone goes, Marlo goes, get the smelling salts. And like
Yeah.
the trainer, who we only see once, is like, we're out of salts. And then dumps water on Magoo's head. And then later in the practice, Steve gets knocked out because they're pissed at him or something, and cuts to Marlo again. And he goes, out of salts. Because it's just, they're out of smelling salts, you know?
Yeah.
So then, dude, cut to like an hour later. We're in the middle of the movie at the fucking parent neighborhood watch thing. Jack swings down from the window.
Oh, no
and
way.
the chick has a fucking heart attack, screams. And they go, I think you hear someone go, she's had a heart attack. And then in the subtitles in the background, one of the women goes, get the smelling salts. And dude,
If that ain't BC, baby.
Dude, and people in Nelson, Canada, reviving heart attack victims with smelling salts. I was like, that is such a good joke, and they've layered in the salts. You know, I was like, that's the best joke in the movie, and it's in a subtitle background thing that you couldn't even hear.
I remember, like hearing the salts involved in the first scenario. I was like, that's so weird that this is like a part of their world.
Get the smelling salts, dude.
Get the salts, baby.
I loved it, dude. Okay, what's yours?
Hepatitis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was remarkable.
Hepatitis. And then I had two like extension thoughts based on something I saw. First, when I saw him behind the glass in the classroom, I was like, God, this should just become the scene from Nope.
Yeah.
Of like the monkey beating the shit and killing everybody. It should just become the scene of Nope, and that made me laugh. And then I had another like projection forward into the future when she brought the monkey to school, and I was like, the kids were like watching him and he's teaching people and they're all clapping and they love him, and then like she loses control, Tara, and the monkey gets indoctrinated in the cool kids group and then starts shutting her out, and then the monkey and the kids start bullying Tara more. And then the monkey
Billy went real dark.
Conquering the school. Prom king knocks up the prom queen, loses his hockey scholarship and has to stay in BC, in this town, and raise the kid.
Dude, he doesn't invite Tara to his birthday, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, you're at my house. He's like, yeah, go to get a hotel.
Somewhere else, you can't be here.
Fuck, dude, I need that. I wish that should have been MVP too.
Yeah.
That could have been the whole movie.
Like,
could have been the
I
whole
didn't need him
movie.
to start skateboarding, dude.
No.
I needed that.
My song
Okay, what do you
moment,
got, dude? I can't wait to hear this.
I legitimately felt drunk. We were laughing so hard. And in the end of this film, the big farewell, Jack is walking down the jet bridge to get onto the plane, saying goodbye after the I love you.
Yeah,
after the sign I love you to Steve. Jack's big look back moment goes like this. I'm getting up to do this. We see from Steve's POV this like meant to be emotional moment.
Yeah.
Jack goes like this.
Not about that.
We literally get a shot of Jack bending over at the waist and with that big dopey chimpanzee smile waving between his legs over his asshole back to Steve. And I looked at Billy and tapped him and I go, that's the goodbye.
That's it.
That's
Dude,
that.
never see him again.
Like that is
You'll
it.
never see him again.
That's literally our farewell.
You
with
got to
Jack.
cut to you got to cut to off camera, like cross-legged in a chair, to British accent. You know, when I read the script, I thought this is a goodbye, but it's more of a see you later. And what would Jack do in that scenario?
My fucking head hurts. I could not believe my eyes. Like after what we went through watching that film, that moment happened. I could not fathom that moment.
Outrageous.
So out of control.
Outrageous
bad.
that they just didn't see. Like that was it. Dude. That's it with him and the Westovers.
You know what?
I
Incredible.
live with Darren now.
No heart
No heart.
to it.
No
That
heart.
you say I love you, but there's
Did you
no
mean it?
reason to believe that he does.
You damn right.
Remarkable stuff, guys. This as we close out here, we have to say we do the IMDb scale 1 to 10 with decimals. What is your rating of this film? MVP, Most Valuable Primate.
Dude, 0.3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fucking 0.3.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy because I wanted to be like, well, there's like these parts are cool and whatever. And I was trying to be like, what if you were little? Like, what would it feel like? Mm-hmm. But I just think it's most movies. Well, I don't think we were recording yet, but Dunstan Checks In is the other one I showed you.
Yeah.
Which I bet is Jack.
It's probably the same.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll click on his credits right now. I think his
He's got
name.
credits?
Oh, he
Does he
sure
really?
does.
Yeah.
His name's Louis.
Cool.
Sick.
So
Louis.
not Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, liars.
Is known for He's known for MVP, MVP2, and Spymate.
Damn, you could cut out MVP3?
Yeah.
That's brutal. Dude, how do they
They
do
might have
that,
died.
by the way? Like, he was doing stuff.
I think he's like
this
just
movie
a
that I was
really
like,
talented.
Is that actually a chimp?
Yeah, I
don't
think he's
know.
a trained, like
Really
like,
well trained.
Really well.
There was a scene where he's learning how to skate and they had him like falling down
Yeah.
on ice. And I'm like, this is actually kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it was fucked
Yeah,
up. There's a
that's-
lot of moments where, I mean, when he jumps into the laundry bin, into the locker room, I was like, did that hurt him?
Yeah, they're like, we
Yeah.
didn't care about animals back then. So anyway, but in those little kid movies that I did like, I swear to God, and maybe it's because I was young and dumb, but I swear to God, they at least track. You know, I'm kind of like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know.
Said it with Air Bud.
what
Air
the
Bud at
fuck
least
is
has a
going on.
story.
Yeah. So for that reason, I cannot. So I'll give it a 2.0.
Okay.
A flat 2.
I think I was going. I can't believe I'm giving this the highest. I think I was going to reasonably. I see where your head's
He's
at,
right.
but I think no, because I think a 0.3 is legitimately torture porn. Because it's an actual film that I'm ranking. A 0.3 is something that I'm like, this is.
Yeah, but what was this?
But like, continue. You should finish and then I'll.
I think mine is 2.3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a movie.
I know that's what I was trying to get to, but like,
I think that's all fair. I think like in the 2s is fair as well. But if I'm really thinking about like how this was structured, if it makes any sense, the attempt to build tension, like everything that happens in the movie, it's
know.
like nothing has happened, nothing will happen,
know.
and these things that do happen don't make me feel anything except for there were 2 moments. There was she is deaf that they had made no effort to pay off.
Zero.
And then there is the twist at the end that he's there where I'm like, well, that is stupid. So both of them were for nothing.
That is dumb.
So I just think like as far as structuring a movie, it is as pretty much as bad of a job as you can do. There's fine children's movie acting in it. So that gave it the 0.3.
yeah, dude, there was so much like you bring it up with the editing, but there kept being like a ton of my notes that I just skipped over. I was like, how is it night already? Or is it's Christmas? Or
Yeah.
like that girl's birthday must have happened by now. Like, how has this not been resolved?
Right.
Where she's like, oh, sorry, you're deaf. There's an invite for you on the ground, you know? Like,
Yeah.
There was just nothing, like everything was just happening. And I was like, what day is it?
Like how are we moving through time?
yeah, exactly.
There's really a lack of anything in this movie. It's just so bad.
I might never recover from Darren being at that reserve, dude. Like that is actually one of the most batshit insane things that has ever happened to me watching a movie.
It's
so
possible.
stupid.
Dude, I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Because like the way they shoot it with the music, I got so sick of that stupid song they play over and over
It
again all the time.
was insane. It was every single scene.
Of just like, look at this cute little moment with the little monkey. But like they showed Darren at the end and they swell the music, or maybe it was the same track. I don't even care.
No.
But they show him like, oh, look who's here. And it's just like, excuse me?
And I'm like, wasn't the whole point that Jack's going to his family? Like Nancy, his mom is there, and Darren's
Yeah.
like, I'm here too. And I'm like, what are you doing?
It's crazy.
Clinger.
Clinger, dude.
Freak.
Needless to say, one of the worst movies we have all ever seen. Certainly the worst movie this show has ever reviewed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I pray to God whatever we do next is much better than this. And Billy, I'm so sorry
No.
that this is the one we ended up having to pick.
I'm so glad that I got to experience this, because rarely do you in your free time sit through some things. I would have never clicked on that.
Nope. Yeah, we would have
Ever.
never seen this otherwise.
Yeah, now
And
I
that's
have.
And I'm glad we have.
Me too.
Me too. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having
on
me,
the
guys.
show, for going through that horrendous journey. But it was lovely to have you.
Yeah, tell everyone.
Where can people find you? Where are you hanging out on the socials these days?
I'm hanging out at Almost Friday TV and at the Entrepreneur channel. It's spelled wrong, and you're gonna have to figure out how it's spelled wrong.
Did you say that because you don't know how it's spelled?
No, I do know how it's spelled. E-N-T.
Say right now. Hold on.
It's actually the only way I know
don't
how
know
to spell
yeah.
entrepreneur, because
Yeah.
I've read this word so many times. ENTRAPRANURE.
They really went for a crazy.
Yeah, he did it, dude. God damn it. You did it. Good job.
ENTREPRENU.
You got it the first time. Don't try to do it
yeah,
again.
I was
don't
trying
do
to do the right word,
Oh, yeah.
I can't. Dude.
which is
yeah.
like a lot harder.
Yeah, it is.
Well-
Phonetically, we've got the right one.
Go find Billy on all those channels. You've seen his work before. He's a beauty. He's phenomenal. He's hilarious, and he's one of our dear friends. We can't thank you enough for coming on. And listen, if you went through the pain and anguish of watching that film to enjoy this episode with us, we love you so much.
We do.
We will see you next week for some more of our classic antics. We can't wait to do it. And until we see you then.
Billy, can you give everyone a skate hard?
Skate hard.